Hi guys, Danger Dawn here. Hi to James Nation and everybody on your YouTube channel. I said I'd answer a few questions, so hopefully it'll be of some interest to somebody out there somewhere. Right, so number one is, when did you start wrestling? I actually have been involved in wrestling a very, very long time. We had a thing in Kildare many, many moons ago before there was wrestling schools and a proper setup. After that then I kind of took a break away for a few years, and then after that we started training in Fight Factory. That was about 10 years ago, so I'm showing my age here. I'm really, really, really old. I've always dipped in and out of wrestling because I had a young family. My son's now 13, and other bits and pieces. Just wrestling was never, I was never able to completely just focus on it, but I love that there's always a place for you in wrestling somewhere. A good school will always make a place for you, and I was lucky with Fight Factory. They always make room for me, and every promotion actually across Ireland has always made room for me in some shape or form, and I'm always up for doing anything, so it's a lot of fun. So it's one of the best things I've ever done. Next is, who is your favourite person to wrestle? Well, that's easy. It has to be Cool. He's funny, he's solid, he's strong, and he's just a really great guy, so definitely Be Cool. Who is your biggest influence? I get influenced by a lot of people all the time. As you can see, I'm quite alternative. So back in the day, definitely would have been the likes of Lita, as again showing my age. Any girl my age would definitely say Lita. She was the main standout really. I loved Jeff Hardy. Loved his style. Growing up when I was smaller, The Undertaker all the way. I loved how he has to do very little to get a big job done. He's amazing, just a masterclass. And Bret Hart. I used to always dream of getting his goggles when he used to take them off and put them on a kid in the crowd. So lots and lots. What is your wrestling character? This is a fun one because it's actually in transition at the moment. We're playing around with a few things. So to see about my wrestling character, you're going to have to come to a No Limit wrestling show. We will be back in November in the Mo Theatre in Naas. Despite the madness that's going on now, we have plans to come back in November in Naas. So go on to www.motheatre.com or check us out on social media, No Limit Wrestling. We're on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and you'll see all the latest updates, and as well you'll get to see what my latest character is going to be. What is your signature move? Back in the day I did a Code Red, which I really loved doing. That was really cool. Now I think it'll just be the likes of a crossbody, as I'm still getting myself back in shape. I'm recovering from cancer that I had 2 years ago, so I underwent 6 months of chemo. So I'm great, I'm in remission, I'm doing really well at the moment. But now it's just about getting myself healthy and really strong so that I can maybe start training properly. But one thing I would like to bring back would be the crossbody off the top rope. Who trained you? Again, a few people involved in this. Number one, Phil Boyd, Fight Factory. Phil always had a great way of teaching things. He was very patient for a very uncoordinated me. Still am very uncoordinated. Very always patient, always had a way to try teach you something. As well, Danny Butler, my brother-in-law, my partner in crime, forever my wrestling partner. We actually have the same initials. He just was, again, so patient. More times we'd be driving to Bray and I would be picking his brains and he would just always have an answer for me. And Barry Malone as well was very instrumental in teaching a good few of us like that. He was very young at the time, but he was always on hand for support and encouragement. And I'm just very, very lucky with the people. I got a really good solid crew. We're the old school Fight Factory crew, but we're all still in touch and we all still keep up to date with each other, and we're super duper lucky. That's all your questions. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I hope to see you all again soon. Hope to see you at a show. Definitely check out No Limit Wrestling NLW on social media, and take care during these crazy times. Bye guys.